I found this long-haired larrikin, bit of a homeless guy just hanging around, so I thought I'd lend him a bit of kit. We go underwater and see if I could make good use of him. Well, it's late December, it's a Saturday. I got all my gear, the sun is shining. That can only mean one thing, and that means we're going collecting. So when we're talking about collecting season, you've heard me mention that a few times. It's not actually a solid season, a bit like duck hunting. It's not a calendar season as such. What we're really waiting for is the warm waters of the Queensland coast to make their way down here, particularly the East Australia current, and bring with them the little tiny juvenile larval fish for us to enjoy, hopefully both in nature and also in our aquarium. Today I've come back down to our favourite spot. I've got the bearded reefer here with me, and we're going to try and have a crack at collecting a very special little fish that we saw 2 weeks ago. So the wall's over behind me across the other side here is the wall that extends all the way up to the golf course, and this is where we were 2 weeks ago when we were just seeing what's about with the new collecting season. So that's where I'm going to be going to chase that little butterfly fish. As I mentioned previously, we do get succession in species, and quite unusually for butterfly fish, the first one that does normally appear is a threadfin butterfly, but in this case it's a juvenile citron.
When you first dive in, you're surrounded by silverfish. What you're looking for is colour that distinguishes itself from the silverfish around them. The colour might be bright, it might be contrasting. In the case here, it's a very blue fish with a yellow tail. This is a purple rock cod. It's a juvenile. It's a very pretty fish, but they do grow to about 1 metre long when they're fully mature. It's a groper. It doesn't, however, stop my mate from having a go at practicing his collecting techniques. What you're seeing him do now is use 2 hand nets to try and collect the fish, which is the traditional way of trying to collect. As I'm swimming along here, I spot my own little bit of colour. Can you see her? Wait, there. That's a coral beauty. She's been living here since the month of October, and we see her each time we come down. So for the first time, I've decided to have a crack at collecting her. The first thing to do is to go down and just scope the joint, just check out where she's living. But as you're rising up, central dwarf angels are a little bit tricky. Do you see what she's done? Hang on. There. As I've floated away from the rockwork and the ground, she's escaped from the back door of her home. And you've got to keep an eye out for this, because otherwise you're going to be targeting exactly the wrong rock. I'm making a decision here as to what method I'm going to use to collect her, and I've decided that I don't need my hand net. I've developed a little bit of a technique where I use what I call a drape net. It's a homemade net, and it's been a necessity for me because I collect by snorkel. I have to hold my breath. I need to find a way to contain the fish in the one location so that I wouldn't have to chase it around underwater or lose sight of where it's gone. This drape net consists of a lead line around the perimeter and some floats in the middle, and I use it to simply put over the top of the rock that she's hiding under. Just after I do that, I go around the perimeter, just tuck all the lead line in, make sure it's made good contact with the sand and the rock so that there's no little hidey holes, and of course get up and take a breath as soon as possible. This is exhausting work for me. I must admit, as I'm getting older, this is becoming harder and harder, and my ability to hold my breath is getting less and less, or shorter and shorter. Anyhow, we've got to go back on down now. The aim of what I'm about to do is to scare her out from underneath her rock and try and force her to dash for safety, in which case she'll be trapped by the net, and then I can potentially grab hold of her through the net with my hand. My poking tool is a stainless steel rod that I've just rounded off and bent to create a bit of a handle. It has a little eyelet on the end so I can hook it onto my bucket if need be. Just then I tried to poke from the front of the crevice, but I've decided to do something a little bit different. go back down and we'll have another go. But this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and poke the stainless steel rod into the back of the rock that she's hiding under. There we go. So the aim is to try and scare her from behind out into where the net is waiting. And there she is, into the net. This is always a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm down there without a hand net. If I try and bring her up in the large drape net, potentially I'll get tangled up, I might run out of breath. And so I've decided to contain her within my hand and hopefully not let her go.
Alright. Where is he in the net? Where is he?
My hand.
In your hand.
Hopefully the bucket without falling out. That lid's on.
Hope so.
One coral beauty.
There we go. And that's the thing. He hasn't got a friend down there.
Fuck. Oh, it's so friggin' mine. I'm getting worse. I hold my breath. Funny, they look so much bigger underwater, don't they?
Yeah.
He's not as big as what you think. Probably good size though. Right, well that wasn't a butterfly fish, but anyway, that net's pretty good. I'll go back down and get my stuff.
What do they call that? Insect netting, isn't it?
I don't know, I just got it from Bunnings. It was like a veggie net.
Yeah, I think that's
But
actually
it's
better than mine.
It's kind of, it's still soft, but it's
Strong.
I reckon that's going to be stronger against the oysters.
Yeah.
So the other one was just fell apart completely. Now, for anyone who's seeing on camera, this is not monofilament netting. If you're in New South Wales, monofilament, which is clear underwater, and what they use to make barrier nets and mist nets, is illegal in New South Wales. We can't use it. We can't use cast nets, so I have to improvise, which is not ideal because fish are very good at seeing things underwater.
It was in the month of December last year that I collected a watanabe angelfish. It's a gynaecanthus, a swallowtail angelfish, and I was really surprised to see it all this far south in my local river. It's usually more of a deeper water species from the Great Barrier Reef. And imagine my surprise to see this little striking blue girl in the exact same month in the exact same river. And again, the same technique. I've gone down with my drape net and I'm just tucking it nice and close to the surface to contain her within her rock.
Gynaecanthus angelfish.
What is it? An angelfish of some sort?
A gynaecanthus, the same ones I got last year.
Oh, right.
Very early again, same month.
So at this stage the process is exactly the same as for the coral beauty. One big breath, dive on down and make sure that net is pressed neatly against the surface of the sand. We don't want it to escape into any little hole underneath the edge of the net. This is where I find it quite tricky. I would love to be able to stay down there. The depth of this water is sitting around about 4 to 5 metres, which would be between 12 and 15 feet. And it does take its toll, especially after a, well, let's just say a rather enjoyable Friday night. Now after this initial poke underneath the rear of the rock, I think I've got her. There she is into the net, but she slips back under the rock again, and of course, I run out of there. As I'm hovering over the rock, I am noticing something a little bit different about her behaviour compared to the coral beauty. Could you see there how she was out in the open against the left-hand part of the net? She was trying to escape to go to a neighbouring rock, which is something that the centropage don't do. They want to dive deep and stay undercover the entire time. What I'm going to try and do now is pin her in that left-hand part of the net when she's trying to escape and before she gets back under the rock. Let's see if I've got her. There we go. Again, very nerve-wracking because at any stage here, whilst I'm bumbling around with my big hands, she might be able to slip out into the open and escape, but I've got her.
Got him. Fuck. Yeah.
So what, you got him in your hand?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Oh, wait till you get it. Wait another 10 years, mate. Until you get to nearly 60. You're going to have to give up that. You're going to have to give up those bloody bottles of
Gotcha.
scotch.
I had some,
Did you have one last night?
half bottle of American honey.
Half a bottle. Oh, you're a big unit.
He's a little guy. Girl, I should say. How fucking good's that? 2 angels in one day. Oh. Can you see her? Pale blue. Yeah, see, so she sewed it there and left a pocket, and the lead line's just inside the pocket. Free. All the way around. See?
What with the wool? Oh, she used that.
Sewing machine.
Oh, right. Oh, and she sewed that. Oh, to make the hem.
Make a hem.
Right.
And initially she sewed a piece of wool inside the hem. I could act as a pull rope.
And what do you got these on a fishing line or something? Right.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yep. Right.
There you go.
Shall we keep going? So we're back at the car. No success collecting that little citron butterfly fish. However, success collecting 2 angelfish species, a centropage bispinosa, which is the coral beauty, and a Genacanthus watanabe, female swordtail angelfish, which will make fantastic little pairings for the angels I've got at home in my own aquarium. And my homeless, long-haired, bearded reefer friend collected himself a nice little damselfish. So let's get these guys home and acclimated.